What's up, everybody? Josh Armijo here. I hope everybody's doing good and well and stuff. I got an Arsenal inventory update to do for you guys. Shirts, tapes, and vinyl this time. And I'm going to be running down my thoughts and experiences attending the second edition of Hell's Heroes in Houston, Texas. But before I get into that, what we are listening to in the background, Dokken, Under Lock and Key. This felt very appropriate to have playing in the background. Dokken fucking rules. But yeah, to refresh your memory, Hell's Heroes is a heavy metal based festival that happens in Houston, Texas. Of course, in 2018, I attended that festival completely blindsided by the fact that they were able to get such huge name heavy metal acts at such an affordable ticket price. I mean, bands such as Cirith Ungol, Midnight, Toxic Holocaust, Eternal Champion, Helstar, Summerlands, Haunt, so many great bands to play that lineup, and it really shocked me to see how well ran that festival was. As far as the stage, the lights, the sound, every band doing really awesome work. That was a great time and experience, and I was optimistic and hopeful that they were going to do it again in 2019. And when they announced the lineup for 2019, I was extremely excited. You had bands such as Power Trip, Exciter, Razor, Omen, Visigoth, Bat. So many bands. I mean, a couple of returning bands, but a whole bunch of brand new ones to fill up the lineup here. And of course, this once again took place at the White Oak Music Hall in Houston, Texas. Of course, I think that's a very, very nice venue, and I'm very surprised at how lenient that venue was when it came to people moshing, stage diving, and pretty much going crazy and doing their thing. I'll have more to talk about as far as that's concerned, but yeah. I got there around 5:30ish. Unfortunately, I had to miss a couple of bands. Most notably, I'm bummed out that I missed Oath of Cruelty. They're an incredible Houston metal band. They're going to have their debut album come out through Dark Descent Records, and I honestly feel they deserved a better time slot. But yeah, the first band that I saw was Haunt from California. Of course, last year I saw them play in the small upstairs stage, but this year they got to play in the big stage. And honestly, it was wild to see them transition from the small stage to the big stage with the huge banner, and they're really were amazing. It was a joy to watch them play. A lot of great vocals, a lot of great riffs, a lot of mixtures of songs from their previous full length, and of course their brand new material, which they've been consistent in putting out, which I think is really killer. Haunt were fantastic, and I really enjoyed their set. Let's see here. Got to watch a little bit of Graven Right. I wasn't too familiar with their stuff, but what I did watch of them, it was very entertaining. I love their singer, I love their style, and it was just awesome to watch. Next up was Omen from California. Of course, Omen are a very legendary metal band from California. Their set was very energetic and entertaining. Of course, the lineup in that band has changed a lot. I think there's only one original member, if I'm not mistaken. Everyone else is brand new. But I think they did the Omen songs justice, and it was just very awesome to see them play and do their thing. And then next up we had Bat, which of course is the band that features Ryan Waste from Municipal Waste. I dig Bat. They were very good. They brought a lot of energy considering it was still daytime in the night. It was still daytime, the sun was still out, but yet they were able to make a really good set out of what they did. And then of course, once again, you had Helstar playing for the second year in a row. Pretty much nothing really changed except for the fact that they brought out these two really big scrim banners with the Nosferatu guy on it, which I thought was very cool. And of course, getting to hear James Rivera sing and do his thing sounded awesome. I really enjoyed his set a lot. And then next up, we get to Cauldron from Canada, another high-quality heavy metal band from Canada. They were really good. I enjoyed the vocals, I enjoyed the musicianship, and I just loved the fact that everyone in that crowd was very much into their set. Okay, and then next up after that, we got to what I honestly believe was the best band of the entire weekend that day. I'm talking about Razor. oh my god, I've never seen a set so fueled with anger, passion, chaos. It was just one non-stop action-packed mosh pit going on in that set, and it was really, really great to see all these dudes play and do everything that you would expect out of Razor. I mean, their singer sounded awesome, the drums sounded badass, the riffs and the bass sounded good. Granted, they had some issues with the sound guy a little bit, but hopefully all that shit got resolved and taken care of. It was great to see Razor do their thing. It was just even more intense to see all this mosh pit action going on, non-stop stage diving, non-stop everything. I mean, things got crazy to a point where I believe someone was on the stage, and then I believe one of the security guards did a Goldberg spear on that guy, and it was pretty fucking wild. I don't know if the dude was moshing too hard or what was going on with that, but that was a crazy, unexpected highlight out of Razor's set. But it was awesome, and they were easily the best set of the night. They couldn't be topped, in my opinion. Okay, after the craziness that was Razor's set, I got to see Visigoth. Visigoth, of course, from Utah. They play this really, really killer, gallant, battle-ready style of heavy metal. It was really good to see them play and do their thing. It was cool to meet Jake. He was a very nice guy to talk to, and yeah, it was just great to hear him sound as awesome as he did. I might have missed out on one part of their set where the singer from Eternal Champion might have joined in. That's what I had heard, but of course, that guy sounds great, and Jake sounds great too. His vocals sounded awesome to listen to. Getting to hear them sing songs from their first couple of full-length albums sounded badass. By steel, by silver. That was so badass to see. Okay. After Visigoth was another band that I was extremely excited to see. That band being Exciter from Canada. When I found out Exciter were playing Hell's Heroes 2, I was extremely excited because I fucking love Heavy Metal Maniac. I love Violence and Force, and that was just an awesome, awesome way to get the ball rolling to see Exciter live. But yeah, great stuff. Kind of similar issues with their sound and set at certain points, but whatever the case, Exciter were badass. They played a whole bunch of stuff off of Violence and Force, Heavy Metal Maniac, Long Live the Loud. Just a really great set, but it was more likely incredible to hear and see Dan Beeler do vocals and guitar and vocals and drums, What was I thinking? Yeah, Dan Beeler is a great vocalist and drummer, and it was awesome to see him and hear him do the vocals that he did and the way that he does it. It was entertaining. There was even a Judas Priest cover towards the end of their set with the song Grinder, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, Exciter were badass. And the last band that I saw before we decided to take off, unfortunately we had to miss Power Trip, but I'm optimistic they did pretty good and sounded awesome as well. But yeah, Skullfist from Canada, another Canadian metal band that adds to this festival. I had been hearing a lot of good things about that band, and they didn't disappoint. A lot of high energy as far as the vocals were concerned, as far as the riffs and drumming were concerned, and the crowd was very much into it, and it was a very, very awesome set. But yeah, exhaustive weekend, exhaustive time spent at the venue watching lots and lots of great heavy metal bands, and it was an awesome experience. I got to meet a whole bunch of great people, of course, aside from getting to meet Jake from Visigoth and Dan from Exciter. Of course, I got to meet Scotty from Tank Crimes. He was really, really cool guy to talk to. He recognized me because I believe we were staying at the same hotel that weekend, which is fucking wild and crazy. But yeah, Scotty is cool as hell. I also got to meet Anna from Forever Street Metal Bitch. Of course, I'm wearing the Neon Hellhammer shirt right now as a sign of support and appreciation for her. Got to meet her. She was very cool, very friendly, and of course she just was there to have a great time. And also I got to meet Riley from Power Trip. He was pretty damn cool. But yeah, overall, fantastic experience, another great year, a lot of memorable moments, and I'm optimistic and hopeful that in 2020 we'll get more of this sort of stuff, more great bands, and more great value as far as getting a ticket for all this stuff is concerned. This is just genius stuff. But yeah, I'm gonna get the merch haul out of the way now. I didn't get too much, but what I did get, it had to have made a very big difference. But yeah, I only got one vinyl record out of this whole weekend, but I believe this record was the most important purchase as far as vinyl is concerned. But yeah, this is Haunt with If Icarus Could Fly. Yeah, this is the second album from Haunt released this year in 2019, and like I said, this band has been heavily active in pumping out music as far as digital, physical, and all that other stuff. I know there's an EP that's also getting a physical release in 2019 as well. But yeah, this second album is just a continuation of what they did with Burst Into Flame, but they sound a lot more stronger, a lot better, a lot more well refined, and I think Trevor William Church should be really commended here for helping get this release off to a really awesome start. I've been listening to songs like Run and Hide, Cosmic Kiss, Winds of Destiny, just some seriously great songs on here, so very memorable to listen to all the way through, as far as great vocals, great riffs, and everything else is concerned. Very, very killer stuff. But yeah, here's the front cover. Love this artwork, just as badass as the previous one. Uncoated stock on this jacket. Love the Haunt logo in this artwork. Back cover here with track listings. Mystical heavy metal. Love that. Comes with this really super glossy lyric sheet, credits and information, lyrics for all the songs, and I believe the copy that I got is limited to 1,000 copies, and it comes on this really sick split half-half vinyl color. Yeah, mustard, red, black splatter. Very, very beautiful. Love the B-side of this. But yeah, Shadow Kingdom did a phenomenal job with this artwork, and I really think that Haunt are continuing to make their presence felt with their style of heavy metal, and it is very, very entertaining. But yeah, go support Haunt, go support If Icarus Could Fly. This is a really great heavy metal album. One of the best of 2019 for sure. Okay, next we're going to do some shirts. I got a couple of shirts from this weekend, and this first shirt isn't really a heavy metal oriented shirt, but I couldn't pass up getting it. But yeah, this is an Immortal shirt. Yeah, this is a Pure Holocaust album cover shirt. Got this from my buddy Carlos Zorak from Sacro Curse. Dig the quality on this thing, and if you can see really clearly, there's some silver foil printing on this thing, which is really fucking nice. Did a really good job with this print. It's an imported shirt, I'm assuming, but yeah. Immortal, and on the back of the shirt, Born of the Blackening Skin of Blastrik. Can't even pronounce that shit either, but yeah. I'm happy to have a shirt of my favorite Immortal album of all time. Fucking beautiful stuff here. Love it, love it, love it. And next up, we got a couple of shirts that I felt were really important to get as far as this weekend is concerned. Exciter had a merch table, but I'm pretty sure everybody blew through everything that they had, aside from like pins and patches. They had tapes and shirts, but I'm sure they wiped out of the tapes and the shirts, and this is the shirt in question. Yeah, this is an Exciter shirt. This is of the Heavy Metal Maniac album, Stand Up and Fight. Absolutely beautiful printing done on this. If I'm not mistaken, Unseen Chaos did the shirt design for this one, and I think it's beautiful. Love the colors, love the print job on this, and it is absolutely badass. And the last shirt that I got was from one of the bands that I really enjoyed the most out of every band I saw at Hell's Heroes this past weekend or whatever. But yeah, this is a Visigoth shirt. Absolutely huge print on this thing. Love the colors. And this is definitely something very special to have. And it's even more special for the fact that this is a Hell's Heroes exclusive shirt. As you can see, Visigoth, Hell's Heroes Heavy Metal Festival, Houston, Texas, April 13th, 2019. Very, very badass. Love the quality on this thing. But yeah, Visigoth were great, and they're great guys too. And since I mentioned the Exciter tapes earlier, I'm going to show you the Exciter tapes that I got. Shadow Kingdom Records reissued the first 3 Exciter albums on tape last year, and it was cool to see that they had them for sale at their merch table, and we may as well get started off here with this one. Yeah, their debut, Heavy Metal Maniac. Yeah, absolutely incredible debut full length here. I mean, songs like Stand Up and Fight, Heavy Metal Maniac, Iron Dogs, Cry of the Banshee, just some seriously great stuff to be heard on this thing. But yeah, it's a very minimalist sort of presentation as far as the J card is concerned. There you see the album cover, old school stylings, band members in question, and a thanks list of some sorts. And yeah, all the tapes are going to be on these really badass white pro tapes. The program repeats on both sides, which is quite interesting, I should say. But yeah, I'm glad that they have it to where you can listen to it uninterrupted in this sort of fashion. But moving on to another Exciter tape, we have Violence and Force. This is my favorite Exciter album, and definitely the one that I get the most enjoyment out of. Of course, I found a first press vinyl of it years ago, but getting to have this on tape is a really cool experience. I mean, the title track, pounding metal, Swords of Darkness, Delivering to the Master, just some seriously great stuff to be heard on this thing. But yeah, there you have the J card, credits and information. Really badass job done here, and once again on a white pro tape. Program repeats on both sides. Great quality done on this thing. And the last thing I'm going to show you as far as everything that I've got here is, of course, the third full length from Exciter entitled Long Live the Loud. Yeah, Long Live the Loud. Fantastic album from Exciter. I mean, the title track is great. Victims of Sacrifice, Beyond the Grates of Doom, Sudden Impact. Just so many great songs to be heard on this album, and definitely something that I think any fan of Exciter would appreciate. But yeah. Similar J card here in blue this time around, which is really nice. Band member photos, photo collage on the opposite side of this thing. And once again, we have a white pro tape. Program repeats on both sides. But yeah, Shadow Kingdom Records did a badass job with these tapes. It would be cool to see a vinyl repress for a lot of Exciter's early material. But yeah, these Exciter tapes are fucking sick. I love the great job that they did on them. But yeah, I'm going to conclude this video. I'm going to leave you some links to some of the bands that I talked to you about here in this video. If you happen to attend Hell's Heroes 2019, definitely let me know what you thought, what your favorite bands were, and if you're looking forward to next year, if they decide to do it again in 2020. Hopefully they can get some bigger, crazier bands for 2020 if they decide to do it. So yeah, have a great rest of your weekend. Thanks a lot for watching. Thanks for checking out my channel. Until next time, Army Hell out.